be very conscious of it.
Okay, that's recording. Alright.
So a second, I need some
So
baseline, and then I got.
You can sync that to that.
Yeah, sure can. Especially if I'm not stupid and.
Well, here's a question then. What would have a better camera, that tablet or the phone?
Oh, that records in HD up to 720. That's fine then.
No, that's probably pretty good then.
It's all right.
Actually, no, that does 11. No, that'll actually go. That'll
1080?
actually do 1080. Now, granted, or we could use this phone.
You got a Sony?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Love it. This is the only phone that records in 4K. Sorry, sorry, other phones record in 4K. This is the only phone that has a 4K screen.
So what? Show me something in 4K.
It looks exactly the same because the problem is a 4K screen doesn't really matter on something this size.
Yeah.
So what size have to be to make 4K?
Oh, you want a large, big screen, right?
And does it make that much difference? Have you seen one?
I haven't seen one, so I couldn't tell you. But I know on a phone, it's kind of senseless to have a 4K screen.
Because you can only get so much resolution.
That's right. I mean, it's just.
So you have, what's that phone then?
That's a Galaxy. Love that too.
That's,
like
that's your old one.
Yeah. The only reason I bought my Sony is because I can sync my PS4
I was
to
going
it.
to say, that'd be the reason. But you know what? I had a Sony computer. It was probably the best computer. I still have it. Never use it. But it's probably the best computer I've ever
I
had.
love the phone. You can sync the controller to it. There's a bracket that comes with it. They just hook the phone.
Who'd you
up.
get it through?
Bell, I think. Yeah, Bell.
Might be my next phone. Because I love the Sony. I mean, here's a question. So you've had...
Look, it was good enough for James Bond.
Okay, stop. I want to ask you about this later. So stop.
We're still going.
Jesus.
Alright, so that's recording. Alright, no, okay, that needs a baseline. Alright, everyone just, okay, everyone quiet for...
Yeah, that's all you think unless you're...
Right in the middle.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There, now I can sync the video to the audio because I've made myself a video and an audio cube like that.
Makes sense.
See, I'm recording on this and I'm filming on
But you
that.
can't see the video you're filming on here.
No, but I will know, because I did it at the start of the video, that I went like this.
Yeah.
And I also know that I went 1, 2, 3 at the same time. So that's where I can sync, because I've made my sync point now.
Right.
Dude, man. You're too smart.
You gotta know that stuff.
Well,
I mean, you don't have to do that kind of stuff. You can try to sync it with.
but you have to have some
with
kind of
remote.
baseline. But you have to have some kind of baseline to run from.
Well, or like I say, you have a good idea what people are saying at the right time and trying to sync. But this is a lot easier to do with this.
That's
like,
true. That's true. That's true.
Some
Just
things.
gotta be
I-
prepared.
Listen, you gotta be prepared, man.
Dune.
Yeah.
Scouts.
Well, when you're the one editing, you really want to make it easier on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. We have no. That's the thing, Jeff. We really appreciate this because we don't have to do this shit.
No.
And we were talking about doing PowerPoint presentation work today, and I'm like, it's not. Me and Pete Gator are like, nope, we
People
can't
still
do
use
it.
PowerPoint presentations.
What would you do instead?
Yeah, I suppose. I know.
Great
I find
Jesus
everyone still
all
uses
the
it.
time.
It's amazing the fact that program has lasted as long as it has. Someone
Yeah.
just hasn't come up with something else. I mean, PowerPoint.
Well, how?
Well, actually, you could say that, but all the Microsoft Office things have been around forever.
What would you come up with that would be
Perfect.
better than that? I mean, it does everything you need to be, and
Yeah,
it does it
no,
different. It doesn't probably does it in HD,
I
1080 HD, wouldn't it?
You know why I think like that? Because every presentation on PowerPoint just seems old and repulsive anyway, man. Just presentations in general. I fucking hate presentations.
How do you improve a presentation?
Anytime you hear someone's doing a PowerPoint presentation, are you happy?
But they can do some pretty good stuff with those too.
I know, but I
Rach
just
puts a
don't
lot
like
of time and effort
presentations.
into hers. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
But here's the thing. It
I guess
doesn't.
I'm too used to business presentations.
Well, exactly. Very boring.
yeah,
very boring.
and that's
Very boring presentations. And it doesn't matter what you did to them, unless you had naked women doing it.
One slide after another point after
Yeah.
point after point.
And this
Well,
porn here, and this
naked women help most things.
Yeah,
all right,
they
let's be
always do.
honest.
with feeding bacon.
If fucking Hitler had a naked woman beside him all the time,
He probably would have been a happier dude.
people might have been more accepting toward him too, right?
He would have been a happier dude.
Sure, he's an asshole, but look.
I don't know. It doesn't work for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the first video edition of the Fire Drill Podcast. This is a new experience for us, and I'm sure you'll see lots of mistakes that we make, so bear with us, but all the mistakes, may I say, will be made in editing. To my left,
Dennis?
to my right,
Jeff.
and I'm Ryan. Bear with us. What are you going to talk about first?
Alright, what do we got now?
I want to talk, before I forget it, I normally forget it.
Get it out.
Okay. You've owned an Android and an iOS.
Yeah.
Right? I've owned just an iOS. Sorry. Yeah, iOS. You've owned Android, iOS, and what's Sony? iOS?
Sony's
Android?
Yeah.
So what is the best, so what do you like? I'm going to start with you, because you've got a more
Let's start.
complicated. I think Apple's easy.
By the way, I like us starting right out with the geek talk, because the internet won't tear us a new one for this one or anything. They love people talking geek talk.
Yeah, that's true, man.
And they're never smarter than you.
So Dennis, what do you prefer? You
You
do have an iPhone 4, so
Yeah, and I use a bit of the 5, but I don't have it hooked up to my phone to use
Okay.
for the phone and stuff. But I had the Android first, and the switch over from Android to the iPhone was tough. So I actually always liked the Android more. I'm now used to using the iPhone, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. But once I figured out how to use the iPhone, I felt like everything was still the same. You could do the same things on both of them, except they were just the opposites. Like on Android, you go sideways, whereas iPhone you go up and down, or vice versa, right? Like, but it's still all the same
Well,
stuff.
that's not the same with all Android phones. Some
Right.
Androids are different because there's so many different manufacturers. I guess.
Yeah.
you got a Samsung?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess with Apple though, you do get the uniformity of it always being the same on every device. There's a million different
And that's,
Android
but
devices.
that's the I think that's the lure of it sometimes. Even though because we have an iPad, kids have iPods, and the ease of using between them.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Simple.
You just have an Apple TV and whatnot. Now, granted, most Androids are the same thing. My phone is easily synced to my TV and the cable box.
Okay, I haven't got that far yet.
Oh, really? Oh, like the eSlink app or whatnot?
Well, I haven't. Oh, okay, maybe I have.
Mine's Bell now anyway.
No,
you can go
Bell,
onto that
Bell.
app and look at the schedule and record from your phone.
Listen, I can change the TV from bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
But the same thing, Android has that too. I mean, they never used to be as functional with other manufacturers, but they're pretty much universal now.
Okay.
I'm sure the phone or the camera is better now on the iPhones, but the first switch that I made, the phone was awful on the
Trash.
iPhone, or the camera was awful on the
Trash.
iPhone, and the Android was much better.
Trash.
But
You
that
remember
was
Siri?
that was a couple years ago though. Never used it ever.
Yeah, see, Siri was such a big selling point.
But Samsung has the same thing.
I know, but I'm just saying, Apple was pushing Siri down your throat all the time, and like no one really.
Well, but that's what they're known for, is Siri.
And,
Listen,
that's
what's
true.
the name of the one for Samsung? What's the Samsung lady's name?
what's that? I just call
What's her name?
I just say, hey Google.
Okay, well, okay. Her name. What's her name, Dennis?
No idea.
No one knows the name
No.
of the Android
Okay, what's the name of the girl that does the GPS?
Siri sister.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but you can customize that.
I wonder who well, that's true, but there's always that one original lady voice you think of, right?
Really, I think it's
original
computerized.
Yeah, I know. You think it's just computerized?
I think so.
They should come up with something that they can make
The
it
thing
your
that
own.
I'm just wondering is if there was actually a
Or
woman
pick your different celebrity.
there actually was a woman. I know it's probably computer generated, but if there actually was a woman that was a baseline to be that first GPS voice,
Yeah.
suppose she gets royalties.
Yeah, I hope so.
Who would you get to
Rich
be
as
your
shit.
celebrity person?
Well, listen,
that
that's
you-
funny. I think I'm going to talk to you about this. They were doing one in it was Jimmy Kimmel or something, and they did Snoop Dogg as your person telling you where to go.
Yeah.
Turn left, motherfucker.
Did either of you guys see the Snoop Dogg when he does the animals?
Oh, that's classic.
Yeah.
You didn't see that?
I gotta see
Like
that.
in the Snoop Nature Show.
That just sounds funny, man.
Yeah. The Snoop Nature Show.
Yeah.
Actually, you put Snoop in front of everything.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So
There's-
you're
there's
asking
a couple
about
good
phones?
ones.
So what's your now you went Android to iPhone and
Yeah.
you feel a certain way.
Okay,
But
well,
you
right
went
now-
iPhone to Android.
Right now, your next phone, what is it going to be?
No. We gotta find your.
Oh no, but I'm just asking because
Okay.
you never really answered which you
That's
like
true.
best.
That's true. Good point, Joe.
My next phone is going to be the one that I've got sitting here. I haven't used yet, so it's an iPhone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But
If you had your choice, if you had unlimited money.
Pretend that you didn't have an iPhone and
Yeah.
what would you go with next? If you had just slide over.
I don't know. That's a tough
What's
one.
that?
That's a Kindle, Amazon.
Yeah, they use
Fire.
that.
Yeah.
It's not really.
Yeah. Good question. Right now, for use and simplicity, probably an iPhone. Probably.
So you tell us your story of the Switch.
Oh no, man, I was always Apple. Well, actually, that's.
Even Sony.
Well, I've always been Sony, yeah, but they never really had a cell phone when I bought I think I had an Apple, the 3,
Okay. Yeah.
iPhone 3, 3G. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's simple, it's easy, it's universal. They were the first to really come out with a good app store,
Yeah.
but the problem is Android has caught up. All the Apple apps are now Android apps.
They're all the
There's
same.
very few that aren't the same. I mean, Apple always used to have a big library. I'd go Android in a heartbeat. I like it. It's it's open, there's more stuff you can do with it, it's
Like
not
what?
quite so static. Well, again, everyone talks about Flash, I didn't use that one.
What's Flash? Oh, Flash drive?
Yeah, no,
Flash player?
video. Flash player, yeah, video.
Okay.
You can never do that on iPhone, but you can on a...
Yeah, why is that?
Yeah, mod, like, if again, if you're gaming and you're looking to download ROMs and stuff like that, downloading stuff to the iPhone can be difficult at times, depending on what it is, but for an Android, you can download anything from anywhere. It just feels more open. Now again, it can get a virus, and an iPhone cannot.
iPhone must go to the virus.
Well, it's difficult as shit, man.
I must have to go on the dirtiest porn site in history and fucking get a virus. Come on.
Everything's monitored, man. With iPhone,
That's a real that should be a test. Can I make my fucking iPhone get a virus?
It's tough, man. Very enclosed system, but
That's what we should have with Dennis is when he gets rid of his 4.
See if we can break it.
Break it in from software.
I'm sure it's probably not. I'm sure if you actually Google downloading a virus to an iPhone, it would be quite easy. I'm sure someone has those.
Someone has it because people were sitting around talking about this at one point in time.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh yeah, I can make mine," and Buddy wrote his own virus and killed his own phone.
Again, but Apple, I mean, Jesus, even the FBI can't break into iPhones, right?
That is completely true. You heard about that, didn't you, Dennis?
Yeah.
And in the end, no, but that's not true. But in the end, they did.
Yeah, I know.
They did in the end. But it took them like months and months and months.
And they did it on their own. They didn't go through Apple.
Well, it was a court case, and Apple was fighting it, and then, but before it ever came to
the FBI actually cracked it.
They
themselves.
cracked it.
Fuck. So now just because they. So that's the weird thing. Just because they cracked it, so that now gives them rights to.
But here's the thing: how did they crack? So with an iPhone, if you type it in so many times, it does what? How many chances do you get to do it before it locks you out?
I know.
Like 8, 9 times, right?
Yeah, probably something like that.
So they would have, in order to do that, they would have taken Buddy's phone, and they would have fucking done forensic tests and shit like that on it. Where's my phone? They would have took it and patterned it and see
What numbers
were mostly pushed. And okay,
Yeah.
these 4 numbers here.
Use that out.
What's the combination it's going to be? But my fuck, you've probably come up with 20 of them. And then how do you pick 8 from 20? Because how many different here's a math question. How many different combinations of 4 different numbers can you have? Well, there's a question. There's got to be a math. See,
Well,
that's why I didn't make it.
There actually is a simple math formula for that. Now
Yeah.
we don't get me going on that.
There's got to be.
It is.
But I don't
It's
want.
yeah.
I didn't get that far in math,
No, I did, but
and I didn't want to.
that's been a long time ago now.
See, that kind of it's funny. I enjoy doing math,
You know-
but that kind of math breaks my brain.
And actually, a lot of people did watch our videos. I guarantee you, the first comment would be the answer to that question.
That'd be awesome if they
Then
could
calling
find
us,
it.
then calling us.
Listen,
fucking
make that the
idiots in
first.
process.
Listen, I want the answer to that
Please
question.
help us.
Please.
Because you know what, the internet is full of mean people.
We just talked about fucking tech for a while. Give us some help here, right? We need
I
some
did.
help.
I do enjoy the internet being mean the way they trashed the new Ghostbusters movie, though. Did not go to see that. Did you?
Yeah, I saw the driving.
And
Well, you just the first one. It wasn't scary at all. It was too computer generated, I think, to be scary.
it looked.
It was. The kids were a little jumpy with it.
Yeah.
But they weren't scared.
No.
No. And Roland gets scared pretty easy things. He was a little scared sitting on Tammy's lap, but he watched it. It was just so computer generated.
Yeah, there were scenes in the original Ghostbusters when we watched it that were scary, man.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking guy turning around in the cab when he was all skeleton face, man.
Where to? Where to? Sorry, I
Yeah,
should look back that.
yeah.
Where to?
Fuck, speaking of scary when you're a kid, the image that last with it, Raiders of the Lost Ark, the melting face scene, man.
That was remember that one. That and the snakes.
Yeah, I always remember.
Yeah, the snakes.
Snakes.
Went to see that at Empire 3 weeks ago.
What they had a
Yeah.
classic night.
Yeah,
How
that
was
was fun. Watch
that was a great movie.
Watch
All
that
the
movie
whole
if you ever watch it on the big screen again, man.
That'd be cool. I never saw the big screen, man.
No, neither did I.
That's interesting.
Pretty sure the first time I saw it was on Laserdisc. What would they
The
call
first
Laserdisc back
time?
then? What they called Laserdisc back then? The big video disc.
Oh, I definitely watched that one on VHS.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Definitely watched it on VHS. And you know what? It is.
I remember that was a big treat for Kevin and I on early in our birthdays. It was we'd go in and rent a Laserdisc player and 3 or 4 movies.
Your dad had a laser disc player?
No, we rented the whole.
Oh,
thing.
rent the whole thing. Oh, and it was that much better.
Oh, well, you got to see movies at home, right?
Was that like before VHS?
Yeah.
Is that what that
Was
was?
laser disc before?
Well, I
VHS?
forget what it was.
I don't
It was
think
a big
so, man.
square- it was-
Yeah, it was like a
square
big
disc.
ass thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a square one.
Yeah, no, there's a square one. This was before VHS.
That was there was beta.
Yeah. No. This was. Someone again. If anyone watched their show, they tell us exactly what they were.
The beta. Yeah. You know what? Actually, we're not really a show that talks about anything. Well, we are. We're a show that talks about things to find out the answers to things we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're curious.
If only someone was listening.
Just need one person with a computer and a half brain.
Please watch, help us.
Because we only have a half brain between us all.
Yeah.
Watch our
Any
podcast.
computer
Guaranteed
in front
you're,
of us.
Yeah.
guaranteed you're the smartest guy in the room.
At the start of this, Jeff told us how couldn't tell us how we would sync this to this, but he knew 1, 2, 3. So. Jesus.
Again, the only reason I know that is because I watch a lot of YouTube and stuff like that, of podcasts and whatnot, and when I get a chance, because they're easy to listen to when you're just listening to them.
Yeah.
But they always talk about syncing at the start of the video to make sure it's up.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Good pickup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do what you can to work. So, Jesus, we're well into this and we're doing good.
How much time are we in?
I
I just got caught staring at the camera. Sorry.
Okay, so, want to get this off. You got something off your chest, right? Well, I want to get
Did I?
something right. Yeah. Dennis, you can be next if you really have something. But man, I heard your pet peeves before. I suggest you just keep it to yourself.
No. Pretty happy fella.
Okay, so you're out with your friends
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Is this like a morality question or something?
No, actually, no. Well, I guess.
Okay.
Depends how moral you are on this subject. What's more of a conversation stopper when you say, "Hey, you bunch of cunts"? That seems pretty normal, right?
To
I
your
mean, if you're
friends.
out with your friends, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're saying this to your friends.
So why,
Yeah.
if you said to me and Des, hey, you cunts,
yeah, exactly. You know,
we are friends.
hey, you bunch of cunts.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
But not just-
if you said with that accent, I would make fun of you.
Okay, you wouldn't get mad at it.
No.
No.
I'm good.
It would inspire more conversation.
Yeah.
So, what? Same atmosphere and whatnot. Hey, you bunch of clits.
Clit's just not a word that's used that much.
Exactly. It seems
Yeah.
like more of a conversation stopper, doesn't it?
Like, why'd you say that?
Yeah, exactly.
But I wouldn't, even if I didn't say that, I'd think, why'd Jeff say that? And then I'd move on. But
Yeah, clits isn't. I mean, cunts.
Well,
you think of it as a harsher word, but it's more friendly accepted. But clit just seems like a conversation stopper.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like more of a harsh word.
Yeah, it leaves me wondering why. I was like, huh?
or if I said, hey, you two labias.
Well, okay, that's a definite stop. Cutlets, though, is perfectly fine.
Hey, cutlets, though. It's a good one.
Well, it's true, right?
So it's only any word that has consonants.
Acceptable.
It's a conversation starter.
But as soon as you start naming the parts by their proper name,
Specific parts.
yeah.
Hey, you vagina.
No, that's okay. Vagina's okay. That's not again. That's
Hey,
not
you drop-
specific parts.
No.
That's what it is. As soon as you say "Hey, clitoris" or "clit" or "Hey, labia," that's just
For
not.
example,
Where are you going with
For
that?
example, we were playing ball Sunday night, and I got a ball at shortstop and had tons of time. I was like, toss it about 25 feet in the air. Barely got the girl at first base. And I was thinking to myself, yeah. Put your vagina back on, bud.
Yes.
That's fine. There's
Yeah.
none of that. It's when you get the parts, when you get the sign. So hey, you bunch of testicles. Yeah, that's probably a stopper. Yeah, that's not cool.
No.
You can't. No,
Hey, dickheads.
that's fine.
But you
That's
gotta
fine.
accessorize. Hey, penis. No.
Bag of dick tips.
Right?
I always like
That's
bag of
fine.
dick tips. That's fine. Yeah.
So, dick, cunt, work.
Oh yeah, fuck.
So
They're everything.
slang, so slang names for reproductive organs are fine.
But when you start
When you
naming
start
the parts
being
of them,
anatomically correct,
especially if it's a
not
woman, the guy doesn't seem as bad. Hey, penis. I mean that's. Yeah, exactly. It's not like
Hey,
it's not like a
vagina?
stopper like hey,
good.
click.
Yeah, but it all depends on company you're in.
I suppose.
How close friends are you?
Right.
I don't think you ever get away with
You
hey,
know.
clit and expect the conversation to expand from there without the guy just thinking, why?
I don't know, man. I remember when I used to be a waiter, when I worked at the Bill, you could call me a waiter working at the Bill, but I waited tables for time when I wasn't bartending, and I remember I used to kind of quickly judge people if they could take a dirty joke, and I would, if they figured they could handle it, I would tell them a dirty joke,
Proper thing.
Mm-hmm.
right? And I wouldn't call them, hey, clits.
No, you wanted that.
That's not how you figured that
But
one
when you
out.
call them hey cunts.
That would have to be a regular for me to call them.
Okay, but you would
Even
never.
then, I would, no,
you
even
would
then I
never
wouldn't.
go to clit.
No, I didn't.
But in any circumstance, you'd never go to
no,
clit.
I might say the word clit.
You gotta
Yeah.
think about your tips.
Yeah.
So how often did it work and not work?
Every time.
Yeah, you bang on, you're
Bang
good.
on every time.
Yeah.
Bang on every time. Yeah. No, I never got,
All right.
never
Dennis,
got rich bartending, but no, you never do, so.
anything on your chest you want to get off? Start a conversation. Feel enlightened.
I'm good.
Nothing
for now.
bugging you, man.
No, other than my Tim Hortons.
Okay, well, what's the issue, man? Tell me.
That wasn't much.
Actually, I didn't mind this though.
Well, I haven't heard this.
This was way better than his first issue. I discussed.
Well, so this is more hardcore than the first one?
The first one was he really hates when people smack when they chew their food. Yeah, everybody fucking hates that, dude.
Yeah,
That was me.
It does.
It's annoying as fuck.
Like,
Everyone
I find,
gets annoyed by
I find it hard to sit there.
Because you're like, you gotta make that noise.
it. Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
But we want something more personal then, more
That's pretty
hardcore,
cool.
something bugging you.
It's when people order sandwiches in the drive-thru with Hortons.
Because it
takes
slows shit down.
forever, and it slows everything down, and then there's a lineup.
Should just be a donut and coffee. You know what? Fuck it. Tim Hortons should not have sandwiches, man.
It's okay that they do, but just go inside.
No, fuck it.
It's
Donuts
good.
and coffee.
If I was in Colebrook, well, I guess does Fred Falcon own both Wendy's in Colebrook and Tim Hortons in Colebrook? I know there's Tim Hortons.
I would say, I don't know. No idea.
Probably share the building, but you own the building and you at least own part of it. Right?
Of course you would, yeah.
Yeah.
So one really doesn't hurt the other, I guess, in that case. But
That's a fucked up drive-through too, man. Hate that.
it's kind of like any traffic thing in the valley is fucked up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how many roundabouts are there fucking in the valley?
And does anyone know how to fucking drive in one?
Nope.
Fuck.
People don't know how to use them.
As soon as you go to New Brunswick, they know how to use
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Halifax, fine too.
Down here,
No, forget about it.
we'll give.
I've almost been in a few
You know what?
accidents.
Fucking terrible Tim Hortons, in case you haven't had a chance to try them.
Their coffee. Sorry, Tim Hortons. I guess no sponsorship for you.
Yeah, don't worry about that sponsorship. I tried their chocolate whoopie pie, one of their new artisan donuts the other day.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, it was horrible.
No.
It tasted like diabetes, man. Just so sweet.
How does diabetes taste? That's what I'm really curious about. I don't know why I'm yawning.
No, just too much chocolate. It's hard to believe that you can have such a thing, but man, it was just
Too much chocolate?
And it just filled with the big dollop of whipped cream in the middle of it.
Well, you shouldn't. That's what happened. You shouldn't try to eat it one bite. You should have cut it up in some pieces, man.
Probably should have, man.
I'm not saying you're going to cut it up like Donald Trump would eat Chicago pizza with it.
Well, don't get
Knife
Jon
and-
Stewart on
knife
that.
and a fork on the plane, but I saw it at his desk, I guess. But
Oh, if that was only the worst thing he's done.
it is.
Yeah.
It is the worst thing he's done.
It's hard. I might as well get into it, right?
Yeah, sure.
I can't believe he's gotten this far. I mean, I believe.
I don't think he
believe
can.
it
He
now.
can't either.
You believe it now, looking back at it, I guess. But just
It's pretty unreal.
how is that your guy?
Well,
I think in the end it's not going to be, though.
Oh no, he's not gonna win.
I look at it like this.
But man, American voters are stupid.
They're pretty dumb. But you know what? Not all of them, but a lot of them are.
Yeah.
And I think that they deserve him. If they vote him in, they deserve him.
It's
But
true.
the rest of the world does not.
You're absolutely right. It's
Right.
especially us, man.
Oh, no, actually, that's not quite true. You'll see an upshoot
No, yeah.
in.
In population, people defecting in our country. That was the #1 search on Google after Trump got the
Cape Breton, or men moving to Canada. But
Yeah.
Cape Breton's had thousands of people calling them,
Yeah.
asking about shit.
#1 search on Google that day was how do I move to Canada from
Yeah.
the USA?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, time to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But
However,
well, that was the #1 search on after Brexit. How do I move from England to Canada
yeah,
on Google?
they still don't know what they're going to do with that.
Fuck, just have a revote.
Yeah.
They say they can, but fuck, you know what? You can't do a lot of shit. Have a revote and fucking say you're sorry for being idiots.
Brutal. I don't know. I think for Trump it's partly a joke. It started Michael Moore. First I was young, now I'm burping. Michael Moore wrote a thing online last week saying that the only reason Donald Trump did this was to get a better TV deal.
Yeah.
Okay, but then when he started being a racist motherfucker, NBC dropped him. So now they're thinking he's doing this to get leverage to create a new media.
Well, of course he will.
Wow. That'd be something.
Because who did he just hire? The guy from Breitbart and Roger Ailes, who got fired from Fox News for sexual harassment. Yes.
Not to be hired.
That's not an attractive man. No. You'd have to sexually harass, honestly, if you were.
He would. No, man. It's like the hot crazy matrix for the women. Once you reach that certain amount of money, it don't matter.
That's right.
That's true.
I think old bastards get laid, right?
Even so, with his money, he had to rape someone. Allegedly.
Slanderous.
Oh wow, man! I can do air quotations, and it's actually meant for
Yeah,
purpose
exactly.
now.
Didn't stop you before though.
Yeah, but there's another air quotation. Another online slander.
Yeah.
Not that anybody's gonna watch. So,
Allegedly, just allegedly. I heard.
Nothing
Every
big.
comment, allegedly.
so you have to put one of those disclaimers at the start.
Yeah.
The views of this thing stated in this podcast.
If you have
are
more
the-
than 3 brain cells, you probably shouldn't watch it. Which means we're going to get a ton of Trump voters watching. We should pander.
Yeah.
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 We should be supporting here, and we get our viewership up.
We really haven't said anything too negative, I guess. Just the
Well,
fact that think
if we broke out the KKK stuff, I'm sure that
No.
we get some support there. David Duke.
let's not go that way.
No.
By the way, people that still rocking the fucking Confederate flag as a decoration on their vehicles,
It was funny, you know.
fair or foul?
Foul. And I was
Okay.
preaching to my boy. I preached to my boys about it a little bit. And where were we at the other day? Where were we coming out of? Was it me, Mason, or me and Ron? Anyway, we going to someplace. And we walked the door, buddy, and pulled his truck right up. And look, I'm like, Confederate flag. Boom! Right there. And I'm like, little skinny dude. Fuck, him and his wife and kid are getting out. I'm like,
Good. Great.
yeah, well, I'm like, oh, don't say nothing wrong. I hate this, but I don't want to create a scene in front of this whole thing here, right? And I'm like, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Whoever it was, and they didn't.
From
Boy.
good days then.
If it had been just a guy and one of my kids had said something, then no problem.
What would you think they would say? That why does he have that? Or
Hey, Daddy, isn't that racist?
yeah, okay,
That's a good one.
yeah,
Or Hey, Dad, isn't
Hey.
that a bad thing?
yeah.
Bad thing, yeah. Well, racist. Yeah, fuck it. It's just.
Well, here's the thing. Why would someone in Canada have that? It's got nothing to do with it. Although, you know, people rock Nazi flags. They rock flags of the States and shit like that, right? But you look at the backlash. Now, here's the thing. You look at the backlash that Buddy got from the States and the decathlon. His wife was Canadian decathlete, or heptathlete.
That's right. Oh,
Heptathlete, right? He was wearing a Canadian hat, and they fucking
Yeah.
people were crucifying him. But it was funny. They interviewed her after she won her medal that next night, and they said, Scott Oak? No. Is he doing the
Yeah, Scott
track
Oak,
stuff?
yeah.
Anyway, he's like, asked her, so, the heat your husband took, will you be wearing an American thing? But she goes, I don't think so.
it's stupid that they get on him about that. Fuck his wife. He's gonna
Fucking
support his wife.
cares.
Just
But she said, nah, I don't think I'm gonna wear that.
because it's ridiculous.
If you're Canadian, if we're Canadian, we shouldn't be fucking rocking anybody else's flag.
Yeah,
Butter
but
around.
if you're supporting your husband at the Olympics, I'm okay. Put a USA hat. I'm not. Look. I would say it's her choice. I'm not gonna get on
Okay,
her.
you're right. It's her choice. So you're saying you're pro-choice?
In every aspect.
There we go. What's Donald Trump? Is he pro-choice? Or is he pro-life?
That
Or he
depends.
doesn't know.
That depends if it's one of his own. Then he's probably
That's the
pro-choice.
same with them all. That's the same with them all.
I don't know. Just
Okay, I don't want to talk about Trump anymore.
it's not really a killer unless you got some really dumb stuff to say about him. Which, quite frankly, we can never be
We-
as dumb as him. So
Well, no, but we've all heard it.
yeah,
If
it's
you
all
watch
over.
the news, like I watch CNN in the mornings, and I'll usually watch lately because I've been on the day shift all the time. I watch for about 30 minutes in the middle, like 7:15, 7:45 or something like that. Having a coffee, having something to eat, and it's just they're all over Trump, but he gets more TV time because of it over Hillary,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
right?
He's commanding it, but he's gonna.
I mean, Hillary has a comfortable lead right now, but Trump's gaining again.
Well, it shows you how
He's
fucked
shot
up.
himself in the foot so many times, right? It's,
Right, we're actually getting close to the time when we normally turn into pumpkins. So I'm gonna get us away from Trump, as you requested.
Trumpkins or Trumpkins?
Let us never turn into a Trumpkin.
What?
How did the husband do? Have that? How did
He won gold.
He did.
Yeah,
He won gold. Yeah, he's won.
to finish that
Yeah.
with the support from his wife.
Yeah.
She wouldn't rock nothing of the USA. Good on you. Good on you, mate.
She might hear that when she gets home. She'll probably have to participate in a threesome now to make up for it.
Well, they said the athletes are hooking up. Should be no problem.
I really.
Tinder.
Zika
They
for
said
everybody.
Tinder, yeah, Zika, but Tinder in Rio was, I guess, was
Off the
blowing
charts.
up.
Better than punching in a gas station, isn't it?
What a dummy.
Ouch.
What a dummy.
Lost everything. That guy was a fucking bachelor one season, man.
Really?
I think. Wasn't he?
Look it up, people.
Yeah.
No, you know what,
No.
Jeff,
No,
Jeff, when you edit this, Jeff, you should flash his thing. I'll
Yeah,
picture of him.
no,
He's
no.
on The Bachelor.
Well, fucking Aaron Rodgers' brother there on the Bachelorette.
Oh, that's right.
What a. Fucking you.
I don't even
Can you
listen.
imagine the first reporter that asked Aaron about that?
He'd be like, well, you shut up.
You know someone will. You know some stupid reporter will ask that question.
Do you think in their last, after he loses his first 4 games, do you think it was distraction having your brother on
Oh my
on
God.
The Bachelor and he punches him in the face?
you-
Sorry, Bachelorette.
You fucking get Olivia Munn to come in and punch him in the
Punch him in
face.
the face, yeah.
She was not good in that X-Men movie. I mean, actually, you know what? She was there to play a hot chick, so I guess.
Well, that's not, there's lots of them around.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with her.
What was
Not the
it?
best actor in the world.
The movie itself was really good.
No.
You can still say actor. That's you say that for everyone now, right? You don't use actress as much. I know the feminists. I'm not
Actor,
gonna go down that. I think actor you can just say for everyone.
I think it's got. I think I'd say actress because there ain't no.
Really?
There's an Academy Award for Best Actress.
Yeah, true. I know a lot of the women actors will refer to themselves as actors now instead of actresses.
Well, if they refer to themselves as actors, then they cannot win Best Actress.
Oh,
Or they're
that's the old argument. The goalie shouldn't be able to get the MVP.
No, not even close. Not even close. That's not even close. A goalie sure can get an MVP.
Yeah.
A goalie, oh,
Just say that being a Canadian.
it's not true that, but you run into a hot goalie. I mean,
Yeah.
he's the most valuable dude in their team.
Yeah, but, well, usually that's the guy that wins the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
So, got a question for you.
Yeah.
Alright. This is a hypothetical.
Hypocritical question or
Yeah,
hypothetical?
hypocritical question. That would be terrible.
Okay.
I suppose. Well, we've already asked some hypocritical questions, so it doesn't matter. All right. So picture this, right? $1 million. You get $1 million. Right? Good start. But every day before you could drive on any vehicle, you had to change the tire. Why not? Just one tire, but you had to change it for the rest of your life. Could not get anyone to do it for you.
Well, that changes a little bit because what
If
happens?
you hire a cab, you still got to change the tire.
Here's a question: like when say if I was 90 years old and I couldn't fucking do it, I wasn't strong enough to do it.
Well, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. You had the money, but what goes $1 million in?
Yeah, but I already had fucking $1 million from waiting for
Yeah, but unless you're going anywhere, right? This is only if you're going somewhere.
Yeah,
gotta
you
change
just
the
would be stuck at home then.
tire.
Yeah, at that age.
But
that's
then
bad.
that
What if
was-
someone picked you up? Like
Yeah.
your
Still
friend?
got to change tire.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you're in a wheelchair, before you ride the wheelchair, have to change the tire.
Could you walk somewhere?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, walking.
Would drive a bicycle?
No, bicycle got to change tire. Got tire.
No problem. I just get a bicycle with a quick change.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah.
Done.
Done.
What happens when you're 60, 70?
Listen,
Wheelchair
a bicycle
bicycle.
tire is way lighter than a fucking car tire, and the shape I would be in at that age.
And we're
'cause I
talking-
biked everywhere. I could just go change a car
Okay, well
tire.
then you'd have to move, right?
Done.
Because you could not ride a bike everywhere in this weather.
Done.
Yeah, he's got the $1
I'm
million.
$1 million.
$1 million is really okay.
I'd buy, in my younger years, I'd buy a garage, and I would fucking have it all set up, walk out, I'd be like a NASCAR fucking tire changer guy. Take it off.
But would you stay in this climate though? Because you couldn't ride a bike.
Some tires are no more difficult to fucking change than regular tires. Done, $1 million.
Alright.